Call that a wedding breakfast? Do you want the good news or the bad?
I don't want anything from you.
Okay. I'll choose. Good news. I'm letting you go home. Or at least giving you bail. Aren't you going to ask what the bad news is? Your husband wants a divorce. Well, you can't blame him, really, can you? Who'd want to marry a junkie drug dealer who gets herself banged up on a wedding night?
What a mess.
We'll clear up once I get Becky back.
No rush. Can't open anyway. Not since we became the local drug dealers' hangout.
It was a fit-up.
Was it?
I told you about Hooch.
We're losing business.
You've only been back 5 minutes, what do you care?
It is my name above that door.
Where's me dad and Andy?
They're coming around later.
Oh, great, that's all we need, another McDonald family conference.
No! What we need is a big fat dose of self-pity.
I let her down. I didn't believe her. I am going to make it up to her.
Make what up to her? She should be making it up to us. She's just got our pub closed down.
Is that all you're worried about?
No! I'm worried people will think there's no smoke without fire. I'm worried that the Flying Horse and the Weathy Arms are going to be doing a roaring trade while we're shut and shamed. This is our living, our life, and it's going down the pan.
I'm going to go and fetch me wife. Oh, yo, Steve.
What? Any news?
Oh, I'm just on my way there now.
Do you want to come with?
No, you're all right. Listen, thanks for everything yesterday.
Hey, no worries.
Probably the worst wedding I've ever had. But you were still the best man.
How's Liz?
I don't know, talk to her.
I don't know if she wants to talk to me.
Well, she's on her own in there. I'll get in there before my dad turns up.
Yeah, good idea.
Good luck.
Yeah, you too.
We're closed, sorry.
It's me. I think we should talk.
You told Jim that we're still together?
Ah, wishful thinking. What happened?
I don't know.
I mean, you went to look after Andy. You didn't come back. Something happened.
Clutches. They don't make them how they used to.
Do you want something?
You know, you've not been running for ages.
Yeah, well, I've not had time.
You're still doing the half marathon?
I don't know.
I blame Moa.
What?
Well, when she's here, you're always out training and doing your stretches and eating healthy. And now she's away. All you've been doing is lying on the couch, scoffing chips and watching telly.
Yeah, well, I'm going to reconsider my career as a long-distance specialist.
I mean, it's a shame that if you give up, you always tell me to finish things I started.
You've only got your schoolwork to worry about. I've got a full-time job and a family.
I didn't know you was a quitter.
I'm not a quitter.
Prove it.
And where have you been?
Well, I stopped off for a coffee.
We've had a cancellation.
A cancellation?
Mrs. Wilkinson, Inkerman Street, has finally run out of patience with your mixed-up deliveries and has decided to take her custom elsewhere.
Well, I'll call in and have a word with her.
No, you won't. I've already done that. I've pleaded with her, I've made promises, I've given assurances, I've even offered her a month's free deliveries. But the lady is not for turning. We've lost her, and it's thanks to you.
I'm really sorry about that.
We're out of mugs.
Oh, my fault, love. I should have washed up.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, dear.
I'll get the dustpan and brush.
I'm sorry.
It was an accident.
That was my mug.
I'll buy you a new one.
The man's a liability.
It was Chip.
It's had years of life in it until he smashed it to smithereens.
What are you doing here?
Olivia.
Yes, and you've got a shop to run.
Oh, so to get one of my dad's gardening books for Graham.
Make sure he looks after it, you know what he's like.
You going out?
My DVT support group.
Oh, right. And what do you do?
We talk.
Talk?
Yeah, there's all sorts of people go. It's a pretty scary thing and some people cope better than others.
You're coping all right.
I think so. To be honest, the thing I like best is being supportive to other people who are finding it more difficult.
Hey, well, if it helps, I'm all for it. It's going to be a regular thing.
I'd like it to be. Makes me feel like I'm doing something useful. It's one of them things that, unless you've been there, you can't really understand what it's like.
Hey, I don't mind picking Josh and Freddie up if you want to stay a bit longer.
Oh, no, it's okay. We've only got the room at the hospital for an hour. I'll see you later.
See you, love.
Do you want me to call you a taxi?
No. I'll walk.
Hi. Sorry, I went to go and find a loo.
They said no one were here.
Well, I was here. I was here all last night, I know, but they wouldn't let me see you. Saw Hooch. I know you were telling the truth. I'm so sorry. Becky.
You said you wanted a divorce.
He lied. I want you. I want to fight to prove you're innocent.
Thing is, I thought it was traditional for an husband to believe his wife.
I know.
Maybe I want a divorce.
You're molting. You have my permission to reopen your pub. You don't know what you're taking on. We've beat you before, we'll beat you again. This is justice. You do bad things, we catch it and lock you up. Enjoy your honeymoon on bail, because she'll be starting a married life behind bars. Becky. Something tells me this marriage is not going to last.
Right, okay. Put yourself in my shoes, right? You're acting weird. You're hanging round with Slippy Slug. You're making secret phone calls. And then you start bragging to everyone about this luxury honeymoon, and I'm sat there thinking, how on earth can she afford that? And then the coppers come in 2 minutes later and start pulling drugs and money out of your bag. I'm sorry, but everyone in that pub was thinking exactly the same as me.
This your apology?
No. My apology is that everyone put two and two together and came up with drug dealer. I should have put it together and come up with Becky. My wife. The woman that I love. A woman that I trust. If you were to look me in the eye and tell me that the sky was green and the grass was blue, then I'd believe it.
You hurt me.
I know.
Does everyone think I'm a drug dealer?
Everyone that knows you knows the truth.
And the rest?
To hell with them.
Are you sure you still want me back?
I am doing this grovelling so that you will take me back.
Yeah, but Ooch did this because of what we did before. What I made you do.
What'd it seem?
I'm trouble.
I love trouble. Bring me trouble.
Do you really think we can beat Ooch?
Yes, I do.
I stink.
I could run you a bath.
Okay.
It's not just blokes that have a midlife crisis.
Well, you had a midlife crisis.
Yeah.
What was so wrong with your life here that you thought it was in crisis?
I don't know who I am.
You're Liz MacDonald. It says so on your driving licence.
Alana. Mother, grandma, landlady, girlfriend.
You're all of those things.
I'm rubbish at all of those things. How can I be a proper grandma? I'm going out with my son's best mate.
Why is age so important to you, Liz?
It's not age, it's not the numbers. It's about how I feel. Steve and Becky were taking over this place. They didn't want me hanging around. That's why I jumped at the chance of going to look after Andy. Do you know what? The sun shines in Spain. It's warm and friendly. Is it so mad that I flirted with the idea of starting over?
No. No, it's not. What about me, Liz?
You are a lovely bloke.
I feel a great big book coming.
What are we doing?
I don't know about you, but I was enjoying myself. I was enjoying us being together. Obviously, you weren't.
Oh, very quiet this lunchtime.
Sorry, just thinking.
Well, you know they say, thinking's good, talking's better.
Who says that?
Me, just then.
It's my dad.
What about him?
I hate seeing him like this. He gets depressed. And it's like he loses all his energy, all his drive, and he starts to sink. And the deeper he goes, the more difficult it is for him to get out of it. I've seen it before, it scares me.
And you don't feel there's anything you can do to help him?
I felt giving him a kick up the backside.
Well, maybe you should. I assume we're talking metaphorically.
Tough love.
Well, maybe just what he needs.
What if it's not?
You can always apologise later. You're his daughter. He'll forgive you.
Dad, I've been on the computer.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, and I've run this fire.
What is it?
We've set up a sponsorship webpage, and I'm your first sponsor, and I've sponsored you 50p a mile.
I don't know. I might have to pull out, but can make a donation.
Why?
I think I've pulled a muscle or something in my leg.
Well, are you alright?
Yeah, it's just a tweak.
There's got to be more than a tweak, Daddy, if you're pulling out. You've been training for ages.
Yeah, I know.
Well, what about Molly?
I don't know.
Well, why don't you just go and see a doctor or a physiotherapist or something?
You know what? You're right, I'm not going to pull out. Why should I? I want to run for you.
For me?
I'll finish this race if it kills me.
Oh, God, don't go that far.
I won't let you down. I was born to run.
Bruce Springsteen.
Well done.
I know Dad music.
You're not too old for me.
In that case, maybe you're too young for me.
Did I do something wrong?
Oh, I had a great time. It just doesn't feel right anymore. You're Steve's best mate. I'm Amy's grandma. I feel I should be doing a bit more grandma-ing and a bit less of what we were doing.
So you're dumping me?
I am.
What if I won't accept the decision?
I think you'll thank me one day.
Not too sure about that.
Shouldn't be at work.
Oh, now you're trying to get rid of me?
Put it this way. Jim and Andy will be here soon.
I'm not scared of Jim.
I know.
Are you sure about this?
I have had a brilliant time.
Yeah. Me too. Come here. Never say never, right?
What do you say?
I preferred the other one.
Well, it's the same colour.
Yes, but does it have the same memories, the same history?
It's a mug.
I'm sorry.
Oh, well, I suppose that makes it all right then.
What do you want? Blood? Look, he dropped your mug. He's replaced it with an even nicer one. Now kiss and make up.
I don't think so.
Well, in that case, put kettle on.
Actually, I can't stop. I've got an appointment in town.
Oh, right.
In fact, I'd better get off. I'll see you later.
Yeah, bye.
You see that?
What?
He snubbed us.
He had an appointment.
What appointment? He didn't mention an appointment before. He's not the sort to have appointments anyway. You offer a reconciliatory pot of tea and, ooh, I've got an appointment.
He is trying.
Not hard enough. He lost as a client.
You do have very high standards.
Yes, that's right. And as an employee, he is falling well below them. No, and I'm going to have to sack him.
Hey, now, hang on a minute.
Well, do you want to wait until more people start taking the custom elsewhere? Because I don't. No, he can try as hard as he likes. But the plain truth is, he is not up to the job.
Did I get you up
Just had a bath.
in the afternoon?
One of the perks of being a recovering drug addict.
How long are you going to be like this?
Like what?
Shuffling around like an old tramp. Do you know what? I think you're enjoying it.
Enjoying it?
Just because half the people around here think you're a junkie doesn't mean you have to act like one.
Did you get out the wrong side of bed this morning?
No, but I did get out of bed. I could have stayed in bed feeling sorry for myself, but I have a job. I have friends, I have responsibilities.
You don't have responsibilities.
Oh, yeah, I do. I have a weak, pathetic dad who can barely look after himself.
I am not your responsibility.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
Tina! Tina!
Oh, this is going to be horrible. I should have a blanket over my head.
Can I come under your blanket?
I love you, Steve MacDonald.
I can't believe it. We were tearing our hair out. Everyone was in tears. I have never seen anything like it.
Calm down, just tell 'em what's happened.
It's all over.
What's over?
My DVT support group, there's no money to continue.
Couldn't you have a whip round?
A whip round? We've been running on whip rounds up to now. It costs money to organise meetings, print a newsletter, information packs, and it's not a glamorous charity either, like Save the Puppy Dogs. It's just a bunch of frightened people providing support for each other.
Shall I come back later?
Oh, no. Oh, I'm sorry, Rita. I've just had a bit of bad news about my DVT support group.
So I gather. You should do a fundraiser.
Oh, I think people get bored of sponsored runs and rattling cans.
I was thinking more like an event. You know, like a fair or a fete. A do where you have stalls and bake cakes and throw balls at coconuts. Stuff like that.
Like a village fete. Except we could do it here. In the street. Hey, you could sell burgers and hot dogs.
I could.
It'd be like a day out for the whole family. And we could raise money.
All it needs is someone with the vision and the passion to make it happen. I think we found her.
We're back.
So I see. Any news?
Yes. Good news. My wife is innocent. And we will prove it. In the meantime, we're going to get changed, clear this mess up, and open our pub. I want Becky looking $1 million stood behind that bar, proving to the world we will not be beaten.
Nice speech. There's no way she's working in my pub.
Mom!
Liz, them drugs were planted. We don't know how, but they did it.
My pub has been raided by the drug squad. Everyone out there thinks that she is a drug dealer, and frankly, I'm not so sure myself. So, until further notice, you hang your head in shame and stay out of sight. Do I make myself clear?
Yes, she certainly does, and we'll be back in Coronation Street at 8:30.